Lenox, Massachusetts right now. We're starting here. Our starting line is tomorrow, Saturday morning.
Drivers from all over the world came to this New England town for the first organized Cannonball run in nearly 40 years.
Team Pink Slip. It's fun and it's fast, and let's see if the guys can keep up.
We are from Finland and having fun. Been excited all year for this.
And with this many rare cars in one spot, even the locals had to come check it out.
I've never seen cars like this in person, especially in this area.
At check-in, guests were received with champagne.
Cannonball as well.
As well as Cannonball gear, including t-shirts, custom-made Cannonball bags, hats, and a lot of other goodies. Meanwhile, outside, the Cannonball crew applied stickers and decals to all of the cars. Later that evening, it was Cannonball Run's first annual black tie and blue jeans cocktail and dinner party at Wheatley's Five Diamond Restaurant.
So it's just signed into law. You can export all the rum and cigars you want from Cuba.
All right, here we are, Lenox, Massachusetts, the starting line, day one, Cannonball Run. Here we go. Main Street was shut down for the event as what seemed like the entire town came out to see this spectacular starting line.
Everybody's genuinely excited to have us here. We're excited to be here. And you look at this crowd, I think it kind of speaks for itself.
What do you think of the cars?
They're great. It's amazing. I mean, it looks like a rocket on wheels.
It's great for the town of Lenox to see this, amazing works of art and engineering.
After a while of letting the locals get the chance to see these amazing vehicles and meet the drivers, we were off and on our way to Hershey, Pennsylvania. The scenic drive was unforgettably gorgeous as we stayed off of the freeways and interstates, giving the drivers the chance to see the East Coast's spectacular foliage.
Welcome to New York!
We were on the road for maybe an hour when... a couple of the teams got pulled over.
I got two of you! Oh, man!
Nothing represents the true spirit of the Cannonball like a few speeding tickets. And after several hours of one of the most beautiful drives in the country, we entered Hershey, Pennsylvania, which is famous for Hershey chocolate. We arrived that night to the resort to an amazing reception from the local townspeople. And later that evening, a bunch of the Cannonballers went to the amusement park. And since it was so close to Halloween, they dressed in costume. We also caught up with one of the Cannonballers who happens to be a Formula One driver for Team Haas, the U.S. team.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. I mean, I got to thank everyone for having me come out. I really love feeling the road and feeling what the car's doing, and putting down the power and going fast is probably the greatest thing ever.
Gonna show you a few tricks, you think?
I don't know. How fast do you normally go? On the track.
On the track, we go about, our GP3 cars do 195 and the F1 does 230.
And you do that for 2 hours, huh?
Yep, just about, so.
And of course, he scared the hell out of Cannonball Run president Steve Goldfield. This is the point where the walkie-talkies really came in handy.
Can you hear me?
Thank you.
The route was amazing as it cut through the hills of West Virginia on some of the most windy and twisted roads that you'd ever see. Still staying off the freeways, of course. John Denver would have loved it. We arrived for lunch in the little town of Elkins, West Virginia, where the mayor and the whole town came out to see us.
Why do you think the rally chose to come here to Elkins?
I would think because there's a lot of back roads, a lot of turns, twists, curves, up and down the mountains. I mean, it's a challenge. You got challenging vehicles, now you have challenging roads.
Driver's dream.
Oh, driver's dream. I talked to a couple of them, met them, and they said West Virginia, Elkins is beautiful, and they want to come back again, so they have an open invitation.
These small towns just don't know what hit them with all these rare and exotic cars coming through. Later that night, we arrived at the Greenbrier Hotel in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, a 5-diamond world-class resort spread over 11,000 acres. It's the official East Coast getaway of the presidents and many government officials. Our team from Moscow, Team Czar. They may have been out a little late the night before, so they decided to sleep in and wait for the fog and their heads to clear.
You want to make a little bit of Dr. Love?
The drive through the hills was amazing, and eventually, we arrived at a unique resort nestled in the mountains of North Carolina, the rustic Topoco Lodge. When the founders of the Cannonball Run put this rally together, they set out to make an unforgettable driving experience. And this part of the rally was exactly that. Day 4, Cannonball Run. We're on the border of North Carolina and Tennessee, and right behind me is the entrances to one of the most deadly roads in North America, the Tail of the Dragon. 11 miles of hairpin turns and treacherous curves. Motorcycle enthusiasts and car drivers from all around the world come right here to experience this amazing drive. This is probably one of the best driving roads in the world, and it's definitely the best driving road in North America. This is a must for anyone who loves the thrill of driving.
Forearms, right here. A lot of this, a lot of this. Completely treacherous. You go over, you're going down the hill, and that's what's happening. And it's exciting. You have people coming both ways. Everybody is pushing it.
Even some of the more experienced ralliers weren't able to handle the Tail of the Dragon.
All his lights are coming up, like pa 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 pa, and we're losing him. And I hit full brake. He almost dropped the car. Then my stomach came up and said, this I want to puke.
So what, you feel like you're going to throw up?
I think I'm going to throw up.
Wait, one more time?
Stop filming, stop filming.
The car handled it really good, but since we did it yesterday, figured one time was good. I was lucky enough to make it.
Overall, everyone had a great time, and no one got burned by the dragon. We leave the Tail of the Dragon en route for Atlanta, Georgia. Now this is when the entire dynamic of the rally changes. We traded in the back roads in favor of freeways as many more participants join us for the second half of the rally. Once we hit Atlanta, it was time for city life, which meant world-class shopping and a night at the luxurious Ritz-Carlton. And what better way to cap a night in the big city than to take over the hottest nightclub in town, the legendary Tongue and Groove. To get inside, you had to be on the list, but outside, it was full of locals who wanted to come and see the cars as the street was closed down for the event.
Hi, we're here at Tongue and Groove nightclub. We're about ready to go in and have an amazing night. How's the rally been so far for you guys?
It's been great. You know, it's a good group of people. The cars are amazing. The routes have been fantastic. I think the real exciting part of the rally is starting now.
Have you guys ever seen anything like this in ATO?
No, never. I've never seen anything like this.
This is super cool. I'm so ecstatic. That's why I came out here to look at all these cool cars. I mean, it's awesome.
I love rich men with money and sponsor me on these rallies.
This is rock and roll, this group. Let me tell you, there's nothing like it.
ralliers and local VIPs partied into the night. Next morning, we were on our way to Amelia Island, Florida. After driving well over 1,000 miles together, the ralliers became very close, like a family. After a night of partying and a full day of driving, everyone decided that the Amelia Island Ritz-Carlton was a great place to relax. The next morning, the drivers had donuts for breakfast, but not the kind you're thinking of. There's nothing like bringing rally life to a five-diamond resort. And of course, security wanted us gone at that point. Guess the guests didn't appreciate our wake-up call. But first, Team Texas had to remove hundreds of Post-it notes with lips on it put on their Ferrari by Team Pink Slip. And now we're back on the freeway to our next destination, the Five Diamond O Resort in West Palm Beach.
What's up, guys? It's Pete. This is Greg. We're driving the 911 Turbo S Cab. We just arrived in sunny Palm Beach. Fastest car in the rally.
Which one of you is the better driver?
Depending on which one you ask.
And we ended the evening with yet another amazing dinner overlooking the ocean. The next day, we left West Palm Beach, headed for the Florida Keys, and there was a little surprise for the drivers, a 50-mile police escort from Marathon Key all the way to Key West. There were over 15 motorcycles and police cars, plus the Cannonball helicopter to lead the way in the sky. Now with the police on our side, instead of going 40 miles an hour, we got to go a little bit faster as we head for Duval Street in Key West. The timing of our arrival in Key West could not have been better. It was the first day of Fantasy Fest. This is an event that thousands of people come from all over the world to attend. It's kind of like Key West's Mardi Gras.
I've been naughty.
And a bunch of drivers got into the spirit by getting into costume. The streets were lined with thousands as we were going down the 1-mile finish line celebration. The organizers had another little surprise for the drivers. Since they couldn't get the actual showgirls from the world-famous Tropicana nightclub in Havana, Cuba, they did the next best thing. They got drag queens. It was awesome. The accommodations in Key West are unbelievable. We stayed at the Sunset Key, which is a private island at the southernmost tip of the U.S. It takes a 5-minute boat ride to get there, and the villas were fantastic, and so was the sunset.
We have 90 miles to go.
In the morning, we arrived at the airport to board 2 private first-class 737 Cannonball jets on our way to Havana, Cuba.
Here with my pilot extraordinaire, Steve Goldfield, headed to Cuba.
Cannonball, yep, let's go. Cuba, last stop, party down.
Vamos a la Cuba!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Welcome to Cannonball Run Airlines. We are going to be departing on runway 34 left on our way, a 42-minute flight to Havana, Cuba. I want you to keep your seatbelts on. Unless we have some turbulence, then you can take them off. I don't want too much partying on the plane, and we want to make sure that we get no people running naked in this place, okay?
How you doing? How you doing?
For such a short flight, Cuba is completely different from the United States. It's like traveling back in time to the 1950s. In fact, when the participants got out of the airport, we had 60 1950s cars all stickered with Cannonball Run logos waiting for the ralliers.
Thanks, guys.
These cars were amazing. Many of them are in new condition, and what's really interesting is what's under the hood. They've used Japanese and Russian diesel engines to keep these babies running without access to American parts. And they were at the disposal of the rally for the entire trip. Cuba was truly a time warp to the past. From the airport, the 50s cars took us to the Moro Cabana Military Historic Park. Say that 3 times real fast. This 16th century military fort is now home to an award-winning restaurant where ralliers dined on authentic Cuban food while enjoying a show from traditional Cuban dancers.
Yeah, baby! Viva la Cuba!
And to top it all off, there were highly trained torcedores there to roll Cuban cigars for all the guests. After the event, the drivers would then take the guests to their hotels and cabanas in downtown Havana. That evening was a Cuban-themed white party where everyone had dinner, drinks, and dancing under the stars to one of the country's best DJs.
Feeling in the house, we're here, where's the party?
After dinner, we went to one of the best nightclubs in all of Cuba, Don Cangrejo. There were nearly 750 people in the club. This place puts any Hollywood or New York nightclub to shame. Ralliers and many local VIPs partied to one of the top rock salsa groups in the country, Cuba Libre, and to cap it all off, a surprise set from the showgirls of the world-famous Tropicana nightclub. Now, this isn't normally done outside of the Tropicana, but they made an exception for the very special guests of the Cannonball Run. As the evening went on and the rum flowed like water, the night got crazier and crazier until the club finally closed around 4:30 a.m.
We had a great night last night.
I think everyone's really enjoying their time, and I think it's a fantastic place to end our rallies.
The next day, the drivers picked up the participants to take them to a beach party, where there's, of course, another amazing spread. That evening, it was off to another amazing venue, El Cocinero, a restaurant set inside of an old converted factory.
What's going on? After a great day at the beach, my skin is completely fried and I'm a lobster today. And I'm ready to have a great time at this last event here. It was one of the big reasons that we came. I always wanted to see it, and until now it's been very, very difficult to get to see it. Yeah. And now we can see it. And we get to see it with friends too. Makes it special.
After dinner, everyone headed next door to Cuba's hippest nightclub, Fabrica del Arte. The place is mammoth. It's on 3 levels. It's the size of a Walmart, and it's loaded with art exhibits and installations, live music, and a theater room, plus a VIP room that was stocked for the Cannonballers. And to end the night, we went back to the theater room for our award ceremony.
Goldfield here, you happy?
But the Goldfield Award is an award for people who have never done a rally before, came on a rally, loved the rally, and are now ralliers for life. And that award goes to the Smith brothers.
The awards were going great, but then there was a big problem. They turned off the sound system with only 2 awards left to go. Well, that's Cuba for you. So everybody went to Sorreo Jazz Club, where we took over the whole upstairs and the DJ booth to finish the award show, where Team Czar and Team Polizia took home prizes.
We'll try to make this as quick as possible. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
It was a night to remember and the perfect ending to an amazing inaugural rally.
I told you already, there's only one rally in the world, one rally. That's Cannonball. If you want to do that, you do that.
Anything else you want to say?
Next year, we are going to outdo this.
Cannonball 2017.
Buenos dias, señores, señores. Soy más feliz que un puerco en mierda. I forgot I'm speaking to English-speaking people. Thank you so much for visiting my beautiful country, Cuba. You are welcome back here again to enjoy our beautiful cigars, our rum, our food, our beaches, our towns. Next year, you are very fortunate to visit my good friend, Enrique Peña, El Presidente de Mexico. We look forward to seeing you again. Until then, it's Generalissimo Goldfield saying adios.